Hey everybody, my name is Jake Brown from GeneralRv and welcome to our virtual showroom. Let's take a look at some of the features of this gorgeous RV.
Thanks, Jake. Hi everyone, I'm Tom Bennett, or as they like to call me, American Tom. I'm here at the American Coach plant in Decatur, Indiana today with Mike to talk about the all-new for 2021 American Tradition. Now, something really unique about this RV is that it's a 37-foot American Coach. First time it's been done in a long time. This coach has independent front suspension, a 450 horsepower engine with a side radiator. We're going to get into that a little bit more later, so first we're going to start with the features inside. Wow, Mike, I think you guys did a really great job with this. So again, this is a 37-foot American Coach, and the first thing I'm thinking when we walk in here is how much space we have. Dual slides across from each other, lots of space in the living room area. Before we get to all that though, I want to point out a few of the features in the chassis. One of the things that makes American Coach so special is how well they ride. And there's a lot of features in here that I think are very important. First of all, you have the all-new Freightliner chassis, which means you have Optiview. It's a digital information system that makes it very easy to look at anything you have in here. You have built-in tire pressure monitoring, all of your fuel gauges are in an easy-to-read spot, and you don't have all the same buttons everywhere. They have your controls for your transmission, your engine braking, and everything else right here in an easy-to-use spot. Another thing I want to point out are these Excite panels right here. These are customizable in so many ways. You can have your navigation on either one and then all of your cameras as well. So as you're going down the road, you have to spend less time looking around and more time looking at what you'd like to here. Also, these are anti-glare, so it doesn't matter how the sun is shining. It's going to be very easy to read, so you can keep your eyes on the road. You have adjustable foot pedals. This tilts and telescopes, so you can customize it to fit you as a driver very easily. And another thing to point out here is that you have built-in select drive. So right here on the dash, you can go in there and make an adjustment to your steering effort in a very easy to do way. So going down the road, you can move things around nice and simple, and it just makes your ride a lot more comfortable. While we're right here, I also want to point out that you have Mobileye. That's a collision avoidance system that has lane departure notices and will let you know if there's something in front of you need to stop for. It makes driving even safer and easier from there. So coming back into your living area here, you have the televator in the back right across from your motorized recliner, so you have a really nice place to sit and hang out. Also, the wood here in the sandbar gray is just beautiful. Corian countertops all the way around, even on your dinette table right there. And another thing I'd like to point out here is that you have no carpet at all. And part of how that's done is because you have an HWH hydraulic slide system built into all of your slides here. They're more reliable, easier to work on, and it allows for you to have this completely flush floor system that you see right there. Just looks and feels great any way around it.
That gives you a real nice high-end look, eliminating that carpet there. I like that.
And something else I like that you guys do here, you actually match up the tile to fit in right there. I mean, this looks like it's one tile. That attention to detail really shows you how well American coaches are built. Moving back from here, I want to start looking at the kitchen. And something I love about this split kitchen area is the amount of counter space you have. Having the recessed and covered induction cooktop right there gives you all the extra counter space. It goes all the way to the back. You have your nice backsplash there, just looks beautiful with the wood, complements it very well. Lots of outlets anywhere you look for them, so whether it's a coffee pot or anything else you have, it's going to be nice and easy to work with. Also, right here, I really love what you did with the sink. This is a farm style sink that matches the stainless on your appliances. Really just brings things together very well and looks beautiful. I'm kind of surprised with how much storage and space you're having in this 37-foot American Coach here. I mean, two huge pantry areas right here. Both pull-outs right there, and the attention to detail even in the wood. You can see this is dovetailed into place, all solid woods. Some really nice features right there. Mike, if you come back with me to the bedroom here. Also, I want to point out that you have a built-in central vac system, king size adjustable bed that you can bring up and down to fit your comfort level as well. Right across from your TV, storage on both sides, and right here you have a washer and a dryer. And I like how they're side by side instead of stacked up in the middle of the RV somewhere. It really makes things very homey. Another thing I really want to point out is the amount of space. Again, for a 37-foot RV, you get all those benefits of the ride and drive and moving around that way, but then also so much living space. So for someone that wants to full-time or spend a lot of time in the RV, but they don't want to go 45 feet long, I think this is a really ideal floor plan. Moving back into the bathroom here. First thing you notice is these dual vanities right here. Lots of counter space, great storage, even in these medicine cabinets back here. Lots of good space for you. Storage right here, and a gigantic shower. And one thing I want to point out here is that this is a fully tiled shower, obviously of a very high level of quality and comfort you're going to have there. Porcelain toilet and an exit door. So this exit door will open down. The bottom of this actually has some pads for your feet, so it's going to be very safe and easy, accessible exit if needed. Again, with the storage in a 37-foot RV, it's kind of hard to believe, but a full closet from right to left of the RV, as well as a built-in safe, if you'd like to take a look at that right there. Really nice set of storage you have on that side, and then goes all the way over here. Yeah, cedar lining in the closet also looks pretty great. These are the extra chairs for your dinette table that's up front. If I can just point out the attention to detail on things, even up here on the ceiling you have these really nice wood, matches everything else. There's actually air ducts built in right there, so you barely even hear them, and also looks great. So Mike, if you'd like to come outside with me now, I want to tell you a little bit more about the chassis. All right, so Mike, one of the best things about American Coach is the chassis. It's the only fully integrated chassis system on the market. So what that means, most manufacturers are taking a raised rail chassis platform. They're maybe welding some outriggers or some additional bracing to the RV, and that's about it. What you get with the Liberty Bridge foundation is something completely different. It is built, not braced. So what that means is they take those rails out of the front that are the structure that most RVs have, and they replace it with a cage, the Liberty Bridge, that is the length and width of the RV. It utilizes I-beams instead of C-channel rails and is 30% stronger than any other chassis foundation out there. Another thing I want to mention about this is in the design of that, it allows for you to have a center-mounted fuel tank. So you don't have to worry about there being a different ride if your fuel tank is empty or full. It's always going to have that same stability in how it drives. On that Liberty Bridge, this 37-foot Tradition has the 450 engine, independent suspension in the front, and a side-mounted radiator. That is a lot of power for an RV that's really not that big. Also, with this short wheelbase and that independent front suspension system, it's going to be one of the most maneuverable RVs out there. You're going to be able to park this anywhere you'd like in a very easy way.
And that front suspension, it's allowed us to give a 60-degree wheel cut as well with that, by incorporating that.
Absolutely, the 60-degree wheel cut in the front with this short wheelbase, very easy to drive. Also the rear suspension, I'd like to mention it has the V-Ride rear suspension axle, a 24,000 pound on this size of an RV. It's going to give you incredible stability going down the road. The V-Ride gives you better roll stability for tilting, things like that. In the wind, you're not going to worry about leaning too much or rocking as you go over different structures in the road. Another thing I want to mention here is storage. Being that you have that Liberty Bridge, it gives you a significant amount of pass-through storage. It's actually a little bit taller with how you guys build the frame, so it makes things a little bit easier to go with.
And one thing in them slide-out basement, I like to point out is there's no carpet in there, and how bright it is, even with no lights on, how easy that is to clean. Many years down the road, this is still gonna look brand new.
You know, there's a lot of RVs out there that have even had carpet or just fiberglass on top of a wood structure. This is completely lined in steel from front to back, and it has this fiberglass liner on top of that, so you can spray this clean and not have to worry about any damage as you use things going down the road.
Nice.
At the front of the RV here, you have a completely redesigned front cap, and there's a few features up here that make this very easy to work with. The top mounted mirrors are easier to see. They provide a better vision both ways, not to mention they look fantastic. Also, you have the top mounted windshield wipers. So that's gonna keep it clean as you go down the road, and it won't get things stuck up there in the front. And I really love the design you guys have put together on the American tradition.
One thing on American Coach too, this year we're able to incorporate a similar look. You know, you look at a lot of brands out there throughout, like let's say Porsche, you look at them, they all got a similar look. And now this year with American Coach, we're able to do that same thing. They have their individual look, but you can still tell they're in that American Coach family.
Absolutely, it has that really strong American Coach look to it. Looks just like a Dream or an Eagle, some minor differences there. Also, while we're here, I want to point out that you have the dual Gerard awnings. They go from front to back of the RV and provide an incredible amount of coverage there. So it's a really great thing.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure you go to generalrv.com/virtual showroom to check out thousands of our RVs, motorhomes, travel trailers, and fifth wheels. We'll see you on the lot.